Jazz being Yaz, the Stetson Hatters are in the ball game.
And the Hatters coming into this game 1-2. The loss to Fairfield yesterday. Manhattan 2-1. We're underway inside the field house. The MAC A-Sun Challenge. Let's take a look at today's starting lineup, brought to you by A-Sun Photos, and pretty stacked lineup right there for the Jaspers.
Well, it's an experienced lineup. So you're talking about returning players, and a new complement of 5 international players really bodes well for the Jaspers.
And for Stetson, Jay Webb, Wazirou Din in the middle, and a great supporting cast.
Well, Jamia Turner. I mean, Kaya Turner. We got Turners everywhere. They've got a nice group of young ladies. Right now, they're just trying to find their way and find their chemistry.
The Jaspers with the first bucket of the game. Lost by 31 to FGCU yesterday, 88-57. They shouldn't feel too bad. The Eagles do that to a lot of people. Shot from outside is good. Warley heating up quick.
And she thought about it. That's usually not her range, but hands down, man
down. Hey, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
And a takeaway as the Hatters turn it over. Dee Davis draws the foul, count the bucket. Out of the gates quicker, the Jaspers.
And that's something Dee Davis brings to this squad. She has an explosive step. She reads the defense on the defensive end, and that was something that they missed yesterday. So I'm looking for her to have a much better game.
6th season for Heather Voulin, a great tireless recruiter. She also coached at Virginia Tech, Villanova, and Sacred Heart. Her assistant coaching travels.
And at Sacred Heart, she met her husband, who also played overseas.
Jaspers lead at 7-0. A little more than a minute into the game. Taking it inside and kicking it back outside. And Stroon, and a whistle underneath.
Now, Stroon had a very silent game. Sorry, go ahead and let you talk about Coach Bree.
And Lynn Bria, 14th season, 233 victories. Former A-Sun Coach of the Year. A couple of conference titles, twice to the NCAA tournament. As the Hatters get on the board, Tatiana Stroon for Bellevue, Washington, averaging 12.5 a game.
Look at this. Throwing a little press, little diamond press there to slow up the Jaspers getting into their offense.
Nice bounce pass inside. Urich can't connect. Stetson still looking for their first field goal of the game. And it doesn't happen that time, and Manhattan cleaning up the boards. They were 11-9 last season, 9-3 in the MAC. Offensive foul, the push-off they're going to call against Davis.
Left elbow sort of caught out there in front of her.
Here's another look at it.
The hesitation, and then look out there.
Oh, yeah.
Get off me.
And really, that wasn't unnecessary. She already had the first step.
She was gone by.
Stetson, it could be feast or famine offensively for the Hatters. They scored a school record 127 points in their season opener against Johnson and Wales. Inside, and they finally get one to fall from the field, as that is Dublin scoring the bucket. And Dublin collects the rebound on the other end. 127 points in the season opener. They turned around in the next game and scored only 39 against Miami in a 15-point loss. That's an 88-point swing in one game. And running the break and converting at the other end. And the Jaspers off to a strong start.
Well, transition defense did not exist on that last possession. Little push off there.
And going the other way.
We like to see.
Moved in, and here's the outlet. Emily LaPointe all alone.
And LaPointe can score a few different ways. Her freshman year, she was their leading three-point scorer. Now Coach Bullen needs her to get to the paint, so she'll use her quickness down the lane.
And here's LaPointe. 16-footer, no good. Warley on an offensive rebound. Comes off the rim. Stroon handles it for Stetson. They get scoring from a lot of different places. They got 5 players that are averaging in double figures. Nice pass inside for the bucket from Wazirou Din.
Little give and go.
Yeah.
I give to you, give it back to me. I'm going to kiss it off the glass.
3-point game. 4 minutes gone. Opening quarter. Inside the field house here at ESPN Wide World of Sports.
Ooh, over the back. They missed that one, Coach.
She did it so fast. It was too fast. I couldn't say it.
She thought she was a jockey getting ready to ride a horse there.
Dublin missing everything. From the corner, and a three-pointer falls from Kia Turner. Check that, Nascimento, Bella Nascimento. She had 6 in the loss to FGCU. Hits a big three, and they got to shoot it better today, does Manhattan. They only shot 36% yesterday, so that's a good sign for the Jaspers right there.
And that balances out their attack.
Whoa. I don't know who they called the foul on, but there was some contact. Isn't football tomorrow?
As Warley went down. They do get tangled up.
There's a little bit of push-off, a little elbow on. I think the officials may have missed a call there.
Well, you know, you coaches have a tendency to pick on those officials. I would never do that. But I may have to agree with you, Coach. Or was that a flop?
There's Stroon, and bodies hitting the deck. Everybody fighting for it. Jurek in there. And
this is the first year Brother Jasper is making an appearance.
That's right. Got a big smile on his face.
Well, I'd be smiling too if I'm the one that invented the 7th inning stretch.
There you go.
Back in 1891 or 2.
I know we talked a little bit about that yesterday. Tapped around, Stetson maintaining possession, and a great move from Ayanna Dublin underneath to stick it up there and in. The Northeastern transfer. Her 6th year of eligibility, by the way. She's been playing college basketball for a long time.
Look at this rebound. Come on, that's mine. No, get out of here. You better get your hands off me.
I mean, she wrestled it away from 3 players.
Man, Ric Flair would have liked that one.
That's right. Another bucket inside, and all of a sudden Stetson coming out of that break with 4 quick ones.
2 good hustle plays.
Oh, yeah. Davis into the corner. Nascimento taking it in off the glass. Really
switcheroo on the baseline.
Switcheroo, dandy-roo, I'm telling you. And then the kiss off the glass. That's a tough shot, Coach.
It sure is. Look at the angle coming in.
But what'd she do? She used the glass.
Yes, she did. Your best friend.
Yeah. Side poked away defensively. It was Davis who got a hand in there.
So you got to take that shot. You can't throw a soft pass when there's 3 or 4 people standing around.
Here's Dee Davis. Did everything but finish.
I love Dee Davis. She can just flat out make things happen.
She's so explosive, and she can hurt you from 2 different ways, outside, inside, and that's something that they were missing yesterday.
Well, speaking of explosive, Look at that move.
Back to a 2-point game.
Oh, good defense there.
Davis, another miss.
Oh,
And
smart.
We'll see which direction that goes. They'll give it to Stetson as they last touched by Jordan. Yaz Wazirudin, and
look at this.
Here
Hesitation.
she
She says, see ya.
terrific player. Marietta, Georgia, averaging 18 points per game.
Now we see why.
She's the real deal. She'll be a force in the ASUN Conference this season. Conference play gets started in the ASUN after the first of the year. And look at that take, leaving everybody in the dust.
Now, are we seeing a different energy today from Stetson, Diane?
Yes, we are. They've got an extra step in their, bounce in their step, and I think they're just offensively all over the place. Before the ball stuck yesterday.
It looks just a little sharper, huh? Oh, a little step there.
Yeah, traveling is the call.
Didn't mean to give her a Kanahora there.
Molly Morgan Elliott, the bucket a moment ago. She is also a player that averages in double figures, 11 points per game. Coming to Stetson by way of the transfer portal from Toledo. Here's LaPointe. Harvey Carr off the rim. Offensive rebound and a put back, Courtney Warley.
Courtney just cleans up the glass. I mean, you make a mistake out there, she's the eraser.
Hargrove missing and a foul as that one came off the rim. Manhattan with under 2 minutes now left in the opening quarter. Still leading it by 2. They've led by as many as 7. Blocked out of bounds. Tatiana Stroon swatting it.
Stroon says, I don't think so. Coach, we're talking about the when you look at Manhattan, and we haven't even talked about Petra Jurek. We haven't seen her yet, have we?
No, we haven't. And usually that's that 1-2 punch that the Jaspers use.
Turner takes it away.
Oh.
Blocked out of bounds by Nascimento. She means business.
Oh, she said, I don't know what you're doing, but it ain't going to happen here.
How about that talented freshman?
Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
You don't got to go home. You just got to get on up out of here. I'm telling you.
She timed that just right.
She sure did. She wanted to give it to Brother Jasper.
That's right. And that'll take Hargrove out of the game. Into Turner. Stetson looking to tie or take the lead.
See, once again, right there, I think Coach Bree would want a little more ball movement.
Outside shot, in and out is Wazirudin's 3. The stick back, though, by Turner. Tied at 16 as we come up on a minute left to play in the first quarter. There's a 17-footer. Nice stroke that time from Lake Grove. Caught in traffic under there.
Look, now there's some ball movement there.
Great passing team. The Stetson team. They're going to get Nascimento for the foul on the reach in.
See, once again, Diane, what effect did that have on anything? She wasn't shooting, she was dribbling. So these are grown women athletes. Let them play some basketball.
No harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul, man. There's no blood on the floor. Oh, look at this. Good kick out there. And so you got to get up because this shot clock is not your friend.
Down to 2. Manhattan can hold it for the final shot. Clock at 6. And double dribble is the call at the top of the circle from LaPointe. So Stetson will have 5.9 to come down the floor and plenty of time to try to get a good shot.
That's a lot of time, but I haven't seen double dribble called in this century.
Wazirou Din has it, got to put it up, and she does not beat the buzzer. They had time, but not that much time. So Manhattan's women roll against Fairfield, 83-61. Kirsten Bell with a double-double in that game. After this one, the men take center stage. Manhattan and Liberty, followed by Iona and North Alabama. Coach Patino in the nightcap this evening, live on ESPN3.
Well, Tom, you had Warley with 4. You got Yaz from Stetson leading all scores with 6.
Balanced attack on both sides.
So far, yes. And back and forth game. Stetson has closed the gap. And they may come up with the rebound here and get a fresh 20.
50-50 ball. They went after it.
Strewn inside, Wazirou Din trying to find the seam, and she does to tie the game.
I'll tell you what, the women have showed up in this tournament. The men, the next 2 games, they better bring it.
I would agree with that. We've got a lot of talent in the MAC and the A-Sun on the women's side.
Whoa.
How about that move? A little strong off the glass, though.
Did everything but put it in.
Yeah.
Right footwork, right hand delivery.
Warley, who's had 3 straight games in double digits in rebounds. And that's going to head the other way. They're going to get Warley for the foul.
Well, look at Yaz here. A little crossover. Left hand off the. See, that's why you got to be ambidextrous. See, you can go either right or left.
She used a lot of real estate on that shot.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Into the front court.
That was a dangerous pass.
Off the glass and no good. Here's LaPointe along the baseline. Good defense by Turner.
I think that's one shot Emily'd like to have back.
Yeah.
Well, what we're seeing here is we're seeing what I call 90% shots. They're getting there. The last 10%'s not getting it done. You know what I mean? There's good spin moves. Now look at this. Now there's 100%. See, that was 100% there, Coach.
And that drive was out of the paint. You got to slide over. She had an open lane to the basket.
I mean, if you're a defender and someone's dribbling a ball in another uniform, what should you do?
Slide over.
Slide over. Do the electric slide. You aren't at a party.
Hot start for Wazirou Din with 8 points. She's given Stetson its first lead. Down to Dublin. Down on the blocks. Back outside. 5 to shoot. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. Gia Turner on the take.
Coach, this is a much different Stetson team today, isn't it?
Yes,
Let's look at this here. Look at this. She slipped through to both defenders.
Shot clock resets to 20. Oh, look at this. Underneath passing. Back and forth.
Now that's a coach's dream, Diane.
That's
sharing the basketball.
Sweet ball movement, knowing where your teammates are on the floor and then getting the ball when they need it.
Stetson on an 8-2 run. Stopped it right there.
Dublin finishing and Manhattan coming right back.
This game was fun.
This is a fun game. Fun game to call.
Along the baseline, and it's blocked off by Juric. And another look at this last play. How about this ball movement?
Say, hey, you take it.
The extra pass. Just one more pass.
What's the old saying, Tom? Give up a good shot for a better shot.
Just did it.
Now they got to get into this. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Pulling up from the elbow, can't get it to fall as Dublin, but had to get it away. Davis draws the contact and will go to the line.
She's fearless, Diane. She really is.
She certainly is, and she picks her spots, and she's a streak shooter. She can go on and give you 3 buckets very, very quickly. And she's got good hands defensively. So she's an all-around player for them. And that's, they need to go to her a little more often.
Katsumori coming into the game for the first time for Manhattan. As that free throw falls for Davis.
And
all second team last year, Dee Davis.
And she also is coming off 2 ACLs. She had one her senior year in high school and her freshman year. Dee Davis.
Fearless and tough. And it takes a lot of rehab to do it one time.
Oh.
And that pass was airmailed over the head of Harper.
That's one of the few bad possessions that the Hatters have had in this half.
Lynn Bria bringing Stetson to ESPN Wide World of Sports for the first time ever.
She said they were on the conference call and someone said, hey, anybody want to play the MAC Challenge? And looked on the schedule and said, hey, we're open, we'll take it.
A chance to visit Mickey? Why not?
I mean, and they're in DeLand.
Trip to on I-4 to come on over here. Here's a 3-ball. Bella Nascimento.
Good ball movement by the Jaspers.
Excellent ball movement.
Back out to a 3-point lead for Manhattan. More of this great ball movement.
Inside. Kick it out. Hand down, man down.
Of course, we saw the great ball movement from the Hatters just a couple of minutes ago.
13 fouls.
Two so well-coached teams that they have those fundamentals down. It's always a sign of a well-schooled ball club.
Hey, how about Manhattan? We got to thank the administration. They're sending the band, their cheerleaders. It's given this atmosphere that's really great fun here in the land of Mickey.
Well, we talked about it yesterday. Their athletics director was the first scholarship female athlete at Manhattan.
Right.
And a 1,000-point scorer. So she knows what it's like to have people support your team. She's all for it.
5 minutes gone. Second quarter.
And their band, hey, their band got a little funk in them there, Diane.
You like that little jazz music, right?
Hey, they were playing it, man. I don't dislike Beethoven and Bach, but give me some Tower of Power.
We need some Van Halen out there.
Speaking my language now. The Hatters turn it over. And a bullet pass to the wrong person. Wazirudin dishes it off to Stroon, can't finish.
They ran the floor really well, too.
Back outside to Harvey Carr. Warley can't get the bounce.
Oh.
And Harvey Carr had another chance at it, but it's no good.
I mean, I'm just gaining people from my own name. What a great name. Brazil Harvey Carr. You got to love that.
She's got a game to back it up.
She's got a game to back it up.
But she had 12 points against FGCU, and she's been in double figures in her last 3 games, so she can score. And a move by Hargrove inside and pulls Stetson to within 1.
I like the footwork on that play.
Well, great footwork. Then she did a little pool cue there with a little backspin.
And knocked away by Stroon. That'll take us to the media timeout. Season, Jaspers lead the Hatters by 1, 25-24.
Well, when you look here, Yaz from Stetson leading all scores. First one of the double figures with 10. And Nascimento has 10 for the Hatters.
Jurich turns it over. Into the corner. 3 balls long, but a weak side rebound and put back up and in by Morgan Elliott.
Morgan Elliott said that was a pass. Give me an assist on that one.
And originally from Orlando, Elliott. She transferred from Toledo, but hometown girl.
It is hard to throw a pass off the glass to your teammate, Coach.
It's something that you practice at the end of the practice when you're throwing up to make the long ball half-court shot.
There you go.
Tapped away. All the way for the bucket is Courtney Warley.
Great hands on defense there, Diane.
Yes, and Warley 2 years ago was Defensive Player of the Year in the conference.
Well, now
so
we
that's
know.
Something that she can do game in, game out.
Now we know why.
She averaged a double-double last year. Not unlike Kirsten Bell from FGCU, both double-double machines.
See, look at those hands.
She saw the spin move, came right up.
You cannot put anything in the spin cycle if she's close.
Yeah.
Heads-up player.
Yes.
Is always involved in the action. Look at her eyes, look at her hands, always up.
And Warley's a MAC all-second teamer. First team's got to be pretty darn good. 2 minutes left in the half. Jaspers in front by 1. And it's taken away under there by Manhattan. Chance to add to the lead. LaPointe blocked, but a foul is called on Wazarid Dune.
Well, see, she got on. If you got beside this young lady there, you're in trouble. So see the dribble right there.
Crossover dribble. She sees the lane wide open. She's going to take advantage of it.
You got to move your feet. Because she was not down in the stance, was she, Coach?
No, she was not. Took her eye off the ball a little bit.
Took her eye off the ball. Wasn't in the stance, and what happens? She got blown by.
Emily LaPointe, a junior, back in her freshman year, she was the MAC Rookie of the Year. And boy, what a moment for her last season. She had a buzzer beater victory, a putback at the buzzer in overtime to beat Quinnipiac. Those are the types of shots you remember all your life.
Well, anytime in your conference, you can beat someone as good as Quinnipiac. That goes down. Put it in the record book.
Oh, I watched the game, and it was off of a block out, and she just muscled her way in, tapped it up, and won the game.
Were you on the call, Coach?
No, I was down there with Smooth. Smooth was on the call.
Lead is 3, and unable to finish that time is LaPointe.
Well, see, that's just lack of focus right there.
That's about as good a look as you're going to get.
She ran the floor, caught the ball, and just didn't finish.
Doubling the pass, and up and under. Turner couldn't finish. And the bucket for Stetson, they pull within 1.
And if I'm Stetson, after 2 sloppy possessions, to be down by 1, look at this. Backdoor slip, up and under. But she stayed with it, Coach.
That's something that really bodes well. You know that that's something that Coach Bria has instilled in her players. You know, that second effort, stay with the play. And that's exactly what you did. Now she's the free throw line.
Yeah, Jamia Turner from Orlando also set to shoot free throws to try to put the Hatters in front, but misses as we tick towards a minute to play in the half. It's been tight the whole way. Manhattan momentarily had a 7-point lead, but Stetson reeled them back in pretty quickly. Warley, no good. And inside, gets the rebound and sticks it up and in.
I'll tell you, Warley goes to work, doesn't she, Coach?
She sure does, and she got positioned. She knew she had 2 players on her back, put it outside. Her teammates trust her. They gave her back the ball. She was able to spin in.
And we talked about that. Sometimes the big's got to throw it back out and let them reset to come back to you.
A lot of times the defense will relax, gives you a better opening to the basket.
And the bucket cuts it to 1.
Much better ball movement by the Stetson Hatters today.
They're all on the same page today.
Yes.
Dublin scores to make it 31-30, under 10 seconds. The pull-up, no good from Nascimento. The Hatters with a chance, got to put it up, and they won't get that opportunity. And that takes us to halftime. Manhattan.
On the road, you can win at home.
Yes, you can. And most of the time you have to win on the road in conference tournaments.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, one of the nice things, I think, is, and they did it in the ASUN, is higher seeds host at their home. And I think that's so much better for mid-majors.
Well, the MAC, the men and the women all go to Atlantic City. And the entire tournament is played at the same site. And the MAC really enjoys that environment.
Takeaway from Davis for Manhattan. 3-ball no good. Just underway. Third quarter.
And that's something that Coach Whelan had talked about, shot selection. They made a good defensive steal, but what kind of shot are you getting on the offensive end?
.10 seconds to shoot. Dublin.
Got to get out of there, 3 seconds.
Yeah, it could have been a 3-second call, but no whistle as Wazirou Din scores the bucket.
Yeah.
Play on.
That was like a campsite.
I think there were 4 pivots that time.
4 pivots? You could have put up some.
That's the Dempsey-Tunney long count right there. Turner misses it, and it goes out of bounds.
For our viewing audience, you may have to Google search that one.
So Stetson with the only bucket so far here in the early stages of the third quarter. Dublin pivots down on the blocks, knocked away for a moment, loses the handle.
Is that double dribble?
Shot clock is at 5. Turner, Kia Turner, off the glass and in to beat the shot clock buzzer.
Man, she was playing sweet music like Tina Turner, I'm telling you.
First 4 points of the quarter to Stetson. Inside goes LaPointe and draws some contact, and it'll send her to the line. And Jay Webb, look at this one, past Warley.
Oh, and to get it over Warley,
yeah,
that is a tough shot because there's length there.
And knowing the shot clock's running down.
Right.
That's right. Had to get it way up high there. Terrific move. Here's LaPointe knocking the first one home.
But see, great recognition by LaPointe, Diane, saying, hey, we're under a little stress here. Let me just put this on the floor and go to the hole.
She likes that baseline attack.
LaPointe makes them both, and she has 6.
A little diamond, a little press here. She got through the double team there.
And just barely as Kia Turner gets it into the front court. And then loses the handle. What great defense right now by Manhattan, turning them over.
And I think the possession arrow is to Manhattan, right? Yeah.
Active hands by the Jaspers.
Yeah.
They're poking all around.
Coach, what do you tell your point guard? Don't be driving into the corner. Get in the middle of the floor where they can't come around like that's where I'm calling a team meeting.
Easiest thing to defend is one side of the floor.
Oh, and a takeaway by Jemiah Turner, and it's off the rim. All kinds of Turners for Stetson, making noise. Jenna Jordan.
Boy, the defense of Stetson has just picked up.
And that one saved inbounds, and the Hatters keep it alive and have the possession.
That's why you always go grab the ball. You know, you think it's off of you, and you heard someone say, go grab it.
Into the corner, and a three ball. Yaz Wazirudin.
Got to know where 13 is on the floor.
Oh, you better find her.
She's got 15 to lead all scorers.
And Stetson on a 9-2 run here.
And they get another crack at it as Manhattan turns it over. Long three. Wazirudin is unconscious.
When I'm hot, find me.
Out of Marietta, Georgia, bombs away from three-point land. She's hit 2 in a row with 18 points, Jay Webb.
Well, Tom, the Jaspers have brother Jasper. Right now, Stetson's got sister Yaz.
And she is doing work out there. 4 of 6 from the field for the Hatters. Meanwhile, the Jaspers have turned it over 4 times and only taken 1 shot in nearly 4 minutes.
And that's uncharacteristic of the Jaspers.
Inside it goes to Blagrove, and I don't think she got rid of it in time.
No.
She didn't.
And credit the Hatters' defense. They're just taking the Jaspers out of everything that they want to do.
Yeah. This is the beauty of coaching, and you were in this coaching business for a while. This is why you go, tomorrow could be a better day. And if you're the Hatters, you're saying this is a much better day, right?
Absolutely. They watched the film last night, corrected mistakes, and able to execute the game plan.
Stetson picked to finish 5th in the ASUN preseason poll.
Well, Tom, from what we've seen, if this young group keeps growing, that may be a bad pick.
Well, Coach mentioned there were quite a few unknowns, and we're starting to know who they are this afternoon.
And Manhattan turning it over again. That's their 5th turnover in the first 4.5 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
Right now, they've got 11 turnovers to Stetson's 12.
Those missed opportunities add up.
Wazirudin inside. Oh, what a bullet pass, and Stroon able to finish easily. She has come all the way across the country to play for Lynn Bria from Bellevue, Washington. She's a transfer from Portland State.
This is a 14-2 run, Tom.
They have taken over this game, and another rebound. Here's one of the Turners, and some contact underneath. That'll, as per usual, the favorite coming into the season, but the Hatters are right there, and they are showing that they are no joke.
Well, you know this team's going to improve because they got an outstanding coach.
And I think they were a team of unknowns.
And all of a sudden, she's knowing them, and they're knowing each other. They're going to be a force in the ASUN.
Sure. They've added 4 transfers this year, 3 true freshmen. So A lot of new faces. You saw Central Arkansas, a new face in the ASUN Conference. Jay Webb, isn't that the alma mater of Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, Scottie Pippen was down there in Arkansas.
And inside, and a much-needed bucket from Warley.
When you need a bucket, you've got to go to your leader. You've got to dance with the person who brought you to the dance.
Well, right now, this is a huge moment for this young Hatter team because they got to make good decisions.
And all of a sudden, the Hatters.
Manhattan switched up their defense.
Well, but see, you cannot drive out of bounds and then look for prayer.
Underneath, and boy, that timeout.
See, if I'm Lynn Bree, I want a timeout right now.
And she got it as Warley. Immortality in Jasper Lore.
I don't know about you, Tom. I think I had 1,000 points from my 7th grade all through my college career.
Morgan Elliott knocked around, goes out of bounds.
I like that move by Morgan Elliott, though, Coach.
I like the switch around.
Bad decision.
The Jaspers knew to get back in this game, they needed to crank up their defense. They need to force the Hatters into mistakes.
Shot from Warley that time doesn't go down, but it was the Jaspers who were turning it over at the beginning of the third quarter. Now Stetson has started to do that.
See right there, that's where I think old school needs to come back. Kiss that off the glass. That's a tough shot as you're making that floater on the run.
Nascimento pulls Manhattan to within 2, hitting from long range.
Stick with the game plan. Get back to doing what you do best. Trust the system.
She's got 13.
Nascimento?
Yep.
And that's the versatility of the Jaspers. It can be Warley one night, but she's got a great supporting cast as well.
And that was off the Hatters, and it'll belong to Manhattan, who can tie on this trip. If Nascimento can get into another three-pointer, they can grab the lead. 6 unanswered for Manhattan. Make it 7 in a row. We've seen this game turn in different directions a couple of times.
Coach Woolen's got a couple of different players out there, and they're gelling together, finding each other, and making some good moves.
Michaela into the corner. Here's Nascimento. Michaela short, but right there to put it back up and in and tie the game is Brazil Harvey Carr.
Now she's going to tell you in the huddle, Coach, that was a pass.
Absolutely. Give me the assist. Give me the assist.
I want the assist. It was not I would never take a shot that bad.
It was 42-33. 9 unanswered points later from the Jaspers were tied.
Now see, once again, Diane, we got an official under the hoop who was close. I mean, visually there. And then you got the far official. And I don't know if that's how they are taught to do that or just he saw something that she didn't.
Well, I'm sure he felt he saw something that she didn't. But sometimes you're that far away from the play, the angle is different.
So the Hatters now trying to regroup. Strewn along the baseline, and it's rejected by Katsumori, but the shot clock expired too.
The Jaspers doing a good job of shutting down the baseline. There was nowhere to go. They both slid their feet, almost double teamed.
Final minute of the third quarter.
This has been an entertaining basketball game, folks.
First part of this quarter belonged to the Hatters. And the Jaspers now with 9 unanswered, and they've come right back.
You know, when you've lost the first game, sometimes you want to find out how is your team going to respond. What's going to happen that second day? Boy, we're getting the most out of both these clubs.
No, both teams have really shown up much better performance today. 49 seconds, so people watching, go put the popcorn in the microwave and get it when you have the break between the quarter here.
And a whistle away from the ball.
And the officials have been consistent. They've called contact early on. Don't want the game to get out of reach, out of control.
You cannot put your hands anywhere near your opponent.
Out in the open court or in the lane.
And another whistle. And it's going the other way. Couldn't get it in time. As Coach Woolen is discussing things with the official.
She could have been an attorney.
The 5-second violation will be Stetson.
So it belonged to Stetson. We are tied. 9 unanswered for Manhattan. Coming out of that media timeout, boy, they have flipped the script.
Coach, I think that Stetson's got to make this. They got to move the ball. They got to make the Jasper's defense work instead of dribbling the ball.
Well, it seems to be sticking on one side.
Right.
And when you're facing that zone, you've got to move that ball. You've got to beat the zone shifting, and it's got to go side to side.
And it goes. Bounce pass. And a traveling violation. The ball was taken away momentarily by Warley.
There is no place to throw a bounce pass when there are 4 people in front of you. This is not croquet. So once again, the Hatters got to make better decisions, don't they?
They certainly do.
Shot clock off for the remainder of the quarter. Dune looking for that moment. They get it inside to Dublin, but a foul is called.
See, I like that, where they sort of set that screen and let her slide off. But I would like it even better when Yas has the ball out high, spread the floor. Because when you got that back line wall, she cannot turn and go by people to go to the hole.
And Manhattan switched the defense up, and now it's recognized that she's ready to go.
Walk and never step.
Traveling, so 4.3 to go in the quarter, and Manhattan.
And the make and miss, the changing of defenses, creates the turnovers for the Hatters.
Especially if you have a younger team, they maybe don't see that switch, do they?
No, they don't.
Comes Warley.
There's Walker.
And she gives it back up to Stetson on the traveling violation. So who wants the last possession?
I tell you what, man, this is just like change.
It's like field hockey.
This is like field hockey or the Christmas party where people are just gifting gifts.
So 2.5, it'll be Waziruddin to put it in. They got to know the time. Turner puts it up off the glass, but no good. So topsy-turvy third special place to be.
She's a special person.
Yeah.
She's their leader. She came back for her 5th year, has her master's degree. She's just an all-around quality person.
You know, one of the pluses, I mean, obviously we're doing something we love, but we get to meet so many young men and young women who have those glory moments of their lives, and we get to live vicariously through them. One of the pluses of being in this business, isn't it, Diane?
It certainly is. I really boast, I'm very proud of this statistic, 100% graduation rate. So when you see your players go on to do the things that they do, it's so rewarding.
Whoa.
There's a bucket from Warley as she adds to that all-time point total.
1,003.
That's right. In 4 digits now. quadruple digits. That gives Manhattan a 44-42 lead, and they have scored 11 in a row.
You see right there, Diane, you get the ball right there at the elbow, turn and shoot the jump shot.
Jay Webb, what has happened to the Hatters since they had built that big lead?
Well, early on they were making very good decisions. The decision making has sort of gone away, but you can recapture that. And I'm sure, Coach, right there, see, there it is.
And a shot and a bucket.
They heard you,
much
Coach.
needed.
They heard you.
They may have heard
Elbow
Lynn
to
Bria,
elbow.
That's right.
but the elbow was there.
Elbow jumpers.
Applying a little pressure. Tatiana Stroon finally ending the drought and tying it up at 44. LaPointe. No good.
Good decision by Didi.
Yes.
The lane was closed off. She gave it up to her teammate.
Hatters turned it over.
See, sometimes you don't have to do the extra. Just do the normal. Normal can win, right?
Take what the game gives you.
Thank you. I love Bula. She is always coaching and coaching her players up.
And she's such a positive force.
Right.
She believes in her women. She believes in the program. Has changed the culture at Manhattan. And each year they just get better and better and better.
See, I like this pressure. Something happened.
Getting a lot
Shot
of
clock.
whistles lately.
So we better give the table some food. They're getting a little tired out there.
Right.
Where's Chick-fil-A when you need them?
So they're going to go to the table. So since this is our final of 4 women's games in this 2-day event, the MAC ASUN Challenge, for you guys, what has stood out to you among the teams on the women's side and from both of these conferences that have competed in this event this weekend?
I think the intensity of each of the programs. You know, I think that there's a mutual respect among the coaches of all the teams here, and they knew that they had to bring their A game. And I really think, you know, they all talked about it being a business trip. Like sometimes you see you're coming down to Disney, you're coming down the wide world of sports. You know, they knew it was a business trip. I think the intensity of play has really stood out.
4 outstanding coaches. And they are able to explain to their players the difference between, yeah, we're down at Disney, but like you said, this is business. We're going to let you have some fun, but at the end of the day, you're here to represent your conference. And kudos to the commissioners of both conferences putting this together, because we've coached in mid-majors, you know. This gives mid-majors an opportunity to showcase. You don't got to go to the BCS schools. You can be a star at a mid-major and go to the WNBA or go to the NBA.
Stella Johnson from Rydell.
Oh, Stella Johnson. Calling her game was a pleasure.
So the pause we had there was to reset the shot clock from 28 to 25 seconds. Had to get that exactly right.
This is what Didi Davis does well. Like, get
See that
somebody on your
oh.
back. Go strong to the hole.
And Diane, you might get a little push off there.
Nascimento missing. Hatters get the rebound.
Oh, I'm out there. When you're on a DD, stay back a little bit. Make her beat you with the jump shot.
Did you notice her explosive first step is going to make her go by you?
The closer you are, the better she feels.
Hands in the passing lane from LaPointe that time. Under 8 minutes left to play. Tied at 44.
I think one of the other things is just the depth of players on all 4 of these women's teams. You know, FGCU, you had your stud sort of starting out slow, off the bench, you know, comes the 3-point marksman or markswoman.
And also playing 2 games back-to-back. You don't get a chance to do that often, so it's a precursor to your conference tournament.
Quick turnaround. Here's Didi Davis. Pulls up, 14-footer, hits it. Mid-range jumper, yeah. 13-2 run for the Jaspers. They lead it by 2.
And we talked about this with Coach Bria. What she wanted was sustainability of the effort, and we have not seen that. But that just comes with youth. The growth will be there. If you're doing these same things in January, it won't happen under a Lynn Bria coach team.
Practice, practice, practice.
She said that, didn't she?
Offensive rebound and a whistle out here on the perimeter as Wazaruddin was fouled by Davis.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice.
That's for sure. Dee Davis averaging 16 points a game, committing that foul. Davis with 7 in this one this afternoon.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, Wazaruddin, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Morgan Elliott. And a shot from up top is good from Turner.
See, that's what you want with your ball movement.
Good feed inside out.
Trying to answer back. Nascimento, no good.
Steps.
Traveling violation. So all of a sudden, Stetson has regained the lead.
See, she shuffled her feet, didn't she?
She did so fast, nobody saw it.
Boy. Well, I guess that wasn't a travel.
So it was a foul on the Hatters. And missing. Stetson try to get the offense back in rhythm. Something they've lost since midway through the third. Wazaruddin fouled by Juric.
See, Juric, once again, she's 27 feet from the basket. She's dribbling the ball, which means she's not going to shoot it. You cannot make that foul out there, can you?
Well, she had to go on a switch. So now she's playing someone who's a little bit quicker than she is. So you have to make that adjustment. She and Davis did a little switcheroo out there.
Morgan Elliott with the pass. Screen unable to finish it, but somehow the Hatters get another possession, and Wazaruddin scores the bucket. She's got 18.
So you cannot jump in the air without a plan.
$20 now for Yaz.
You gotta like a team that rewards the player who's doing well for the game. Well, they're looking for Yaz.
Morgan Elliott misses the first time, gets her own rebound, and sticks it back up and in.
The old Moses Malone trick. Hit it, miss it, hit it, miss it. Pick up 3 rebounds and a basket.
Pad those stats.
Pad those stats.
Right.
For our millennials, you got to Google search Moses Malone.
And a nice bucket from Warley.
Tough shot. Defended front side, back side, high off the glass.
But she avoided the charge.
And she's got 18. All the way for the bucket. And the foul strewn. And North Alabama. And that will put the Mac ASUN Challenge to bed. But how about these two coaches right now, locked in a tight game, coming down the stretch? What's going to give? Stetson leading it by 4. Manhattan needs to turn it back up, Diane, offensively.
And they also need to take care of the basketball. No cut down on the turnovers, no easy buckets for the Hatters.
Well, if I'm Lynn Bria, I want my team, the Hatters, to grow up before my eyes.
Harvey Carr into LaPointe, can't finish, tapped around. Stetson's got it. Morgan Elliott with the rebound. Under 4 minutes now left.
Well, Stetson must take every possession and really treat it like a piece of gold. So you can't hold that ball for 5 seconds. You got to move the ball.
Lazarudin gonna pull up from 12 feet off the rim.
Well, she got the good shot there.
Yeah, shook the defender. Had the look.
But who comes up with the rebound?
Feels like a big possession for the Jaspers. Got to make the most of it. Warley gets a touch. Gets it back on the pass from Nascimento and steps down there on the blocks as Warley is called for traveling.
That's where you need your teammates to help you. You know, if she took the ball, she's got 3 defenders. Somebody's got to slot in, give her an outlet pass to do work.
But kudos to Stetson's defenders keeping their hands up. See, they didn't reach. They came with a double or triple team on Warley and made her give up while she shuffled her feet. Every basket is big. This is a huge basket for Stetson because you want to keep that 6-point cushion.
Dublin.
Oh, they missed her.
Finally delivered it to Turner, but she had been open there previously. And a foul on the floor with 7 on the shot clock. They get LaPointe, number 11.
Are they shooting 1-on-1 yet? No, one more.
First personal foul, 14 foul.
That's where you just have to stay in your defensive stance a few more seconds. Stay down.
Nearly stolen away.
See, I don't like that soft, round pass.
Off the back iron. Rebounded by Harvey Carr. And a foul is called as
Foul did not qualify for an intentional foul, so it will be green ball.
I like this press by Stetson. This is a good move by Coach Bria. Keep him out of the shot clock.
Willie to the point to reset.
See, 15 seconds there into their offense now.
Harvey Carr and a whistle.
See, it's a turnover.
Yep.
Next foul is 22, Courtney Warley.
That press really affected the Jaspers offense.
It took them out of their rhythm.
Yes.
And that's what presses will do, especially at the end of the game. Pressure's mounting.
And a little fatigue, little, you know.
And for Courtney Warley, boy, what a costly foul that is. Is that number 5?
No, she's still out there.
Fourth foul for Warley.
Fourth foul.
See, right now, Stetson's got to start going to the hole.
From the outside, and an air ball. Saved, no.
Manhattan's got to clean it up a little bit defensively.
That,
Pushers and the shoves, the officials are keying in on the aggressive play.
see, here's the thing right there. If I'm a player on Stetson, there's one person I want handling the ball. Yes. I mean, no disrespect to the other players. That's my go-to right now.
And let Yaz go to work.
Let
Draw
Yaz
the
go to work.
defenders.
Into LaPointe.
See, I love this press move by Coach Bria.
Atsamori. Warley gets it into the front court. 3-ball from Harvey Carr.
And Harvey Carr comes up big in the big moments. She sometimes is a person that we don't talk about,
right.
But when you look at the stats at the end of the game, it's like, oh my heavens.
Yeah.
And Lynn Bria calling timeout. Brazil Harvey Carr. Clutch has made this a...
You know what? I'm loving the funk that we're bringing from New York down to Orlando.
Probably loving the temperatures too. Batters.
Do you go right at Warley, get her fifth?
Well, I would find Yaz. And Yaz.
Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Stetson off of Michaela.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
In it goes to Yaz. In the lane, blocked off out of bounds by Harvey Carr. 6 to shoot.
Were they checking her pulse? Because there was contact there, Coach.
It sure looked like there was.
Here's Yaz taking it all the way. Boy, had a good look at it, and it did not hit the rim. And a tie-up is called.
What was it?
So what will it be? A tie?
And sometimes they're under the radar. You know, they don't get the fanfare because they're mid-major. But boy, can they coach.
Oh, flat out coach.
Yeah. Okay.
See, if I'm Warley, I'm taking the shot.
Warley in traffic draws the foul.
See, the big dog's got to bark right now. See, there it is. Turn and put it on the floor, girl.
And you know she's going to command 3 people coming right at her. Presence of mind, go right up with it.
4 if they could get there.
Now take your time. Remember we talked about free throws yesterday.
Right.
How critical they are.
And we're tied at 54. Warley with another one that could give the Jaspers the lead.
This is who you want on the free throw line, don't you, Coach?
Yes, you do.
No question. Boy, is she clutch. Manhattan now in front by 1. 45 seconds, a time.
Stetson's favor to go to half court with 45 seconds or to run it from underneath the basket.
Wait, in front of your basket, you've been able to set your team. So you don't have to worry about what are they going to do. You're telling them what to do.
Good point.
Took under 40 seconds left. Here's Waziruddin.
Yeah, I want Yaz taking this thing off the dribble. Take it off the bounce.
Here she is. 7 to shoot. Into the lane, blocked, but LaPointe is going to be called for the foul. She can't believe it.
See, that's what I want my star to do. Look at this. She's trying to turn the corner. Not the greatest shot. That contact might have, I'd have to see that again, Coach.
I thought it was just a swat, but I don't think there was physical contact.
Waziruddin with 20 points, make it 21. We're tied at double nickels. 19.1. Shot clock is off. Stetson with the lead.
Now Manhattan gets to operate in front of their bench.
Coach Voulin.
All about playing offense, right, baby?
You got to believe it's all about Warley. 19.1. Davis falls to the ground, keeps it alive.
Little Curly Neal imitation.
And here's Dee Davis now, 8 seconds left. Davis into the corner. Harvey Carr, no! Stetson with the rebound. The clock expires.
That was a